Okay, so in this video, we'll learn how to add click events and non-click events on the React components. So here we will start our server. So before we start our server, we will cd into it. Let me just enlarge this. Cd Amazon cards npm run dev. This is how we start the React server, which I'm sure till now everyone knows, hopefully. And no, we do not need it in this browser. We already have a browser open. We need it in that. Yeah. All right. So this is the one. So let's do one thing. Remove this product tab and add event. We need to bring event from event.jsx. Then if we are importing, we also need to export default function event. And yeah, here what we will do is return something. Return, here we have a dev we have, in that we will create a paragraph. Lorem, control shift P, enter. And then we'll have a button, uh, click me. So we have this button. Now what to add on click events, what we do is we write an attribute on click. We want to do something. So what we want to do is, let's say we want to add background color. Okay. So we can go here and create our event. Let add background color equals to, let's take it as a callback. So let styles, let's do one thing. Instead of adding styles, dot log, um, button was clicked and that click was tracked. So let's save this. We exported, we have imported. Now let's go here we have the button, and let's go to our inspect. Ignore all these errors. Let's refresh. Click me. So here you can see that button was clicked and the click was tracked. All right. Same thing what we can do is for hover. So let's add background color, or instead add uh, hover over button was hovered, that hover was tracked. And let's add one more on mouse enter, hover over. So let's see what happens. You see, as soon as I enter the button area, button was hovered. Again, I am entering the button area, and then when I click, button was clicked. All right. After that, we can add on double click, double click. Let's make this control V. Let double click equals to, let's copy this. Control C, control V. Button was clicked twice. That those clicks were tracked. So here you can see multiple events are happening. As soon as we enter the button area, button was hovered and we click, button was clicked and that click was tracked, and double click, button was clicked twice and those clicks were tracked. Now even a double click involves a single click, hence that happens. So whenever two clicks in very short period of time are happening, then a double click happens. So these are some of the click events. Now you can see on the React website. You can go on click mouse event, you can say main end option. So here you can see there are multiple things that are going to be displayed in our event object. And let's go ambient web box, React double click events, or React, let's just do this click events, event state run and see what comes up. Yeah, here you can see there are multiple objects. CSS is our React syntax. Right, here you can see I'll link to the site in the description and also to this page. Let's actually go back and see uh, what are the types of events in React. There are form events, ending events, opposition events, events, and there are 50 more. So here you can see React, each and everything. Or a much better thing you can do is let's go back and what are some types of mouse events in stop this man. Oh man. What are some types of events in React? Okay, now this is very basic prompt. Actual prompt won't be this. Here you can see all the click events on mouse down. So when the click is down, then when the click is released, that is mouse up. On mouse enter, that is when mouse enters the region of our pointer or let's say of our on click handler. So if we have added the on mouse enter on a paragraph, so when the mouse area enters the paragraph, the event will be registered and something will be done. On mouse leaves, so when mouse comes in and leaves, then something happens. On mouse over, so when mouse is hovering. Okay, so this can be used in map. So when map is hovering, so when we are hovering on something, this information about that appears. On mouse out, moved out of an element or its children. So when suppose we have an unordered list, we have 5 allies. So when we are scrolling on allies, each and every ally should be enlarged. When we leave, this property should be cease to exist. Same thing on mouse move. So here we have this. When mouse moves, we want it to be bold. Then again, when it moves, we want it to be light, bold, light. That is what happens on context menu. This actually I don't know. Right mouse is click opening context menu. Okay, this is this event. When I right click on something, this happens. Right. Here you will also get the example of how to use these events. So if you want, we can do this. Let's copy this code, Control A. Let's comment out because we did hard work in writing that code. So here you can see when we have copied the code, right? And here we have created a React class. Now actually I don't know what this class is. I mean I do know what the class is, but I haven't studied how to implement class in React. I only know the export default function method. So yeah, but let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah, let's refresh this. Once we have entered, this is happening. Then we have click, then mouse move, and well, we have this. So you can see these are all the event objects. This is actually an event object that we will be studying or I will be demonstrating in a later video. Yeah, so these are actually the React events. Now here you can see that it has also invoked an event, like it has an object or a variable in it event. So what happens is that each and every event has its own event object. So what we can do is let's actually this is our code. So here we can do this and comment, and here we can have this, and let's say to the add background color. So that is our click. We add event. Okay, and let's console log our event. All right, event. Let's see what happens. What was that event? Uh, yeah, that event was on add background color. Add background color is for on click. All right, so this is our event object. So in this event object, you can see there are multiple things. There is alt key. So whether alt key was pressed or not, there are bubbles, there are buttons, cancelable to client X, client Y. So that is our actual position on the browser. Control key, whether we have pressed control key or not. Default prevented is false. Get modified state is default prevented, that is a function. Is the state true. So the moment in X or Y because of our event. No, this is page X and page Y. So this is our location on this page of that event or how that happens. So that happened on click. So this is the position of the page on which the event is happening. You can see screen X, screen Y. Shift key, whether shift key was pressed or not. Who was the target? Target was the button. So when button was clicked, the event happened on the click of that button. View, here we have the view in window. So this is our window object. And React name is on click for that object. Then target inst that I don't know what it is. That is prototype. Is persistent, persist, prevent default, stop propagation. So prevent default is something that is used really in the time of forms or when we are submitting anything. So that we'll see in the coming videos. So yeah, this was all about event objects. Okay. Now for some reason that is not working for me. So what will happen is that when I click, what should happen is that the form was submitted. This line should just come here for some split second and just go away. Again, when I click on this, it should come here for a split second and go away, but instead it is just piling up or sticking to the console. So what I can do is that I can actually show you how to apply the prevent default method. We can go over here, we can add event, and let's just take a punt and do this. And let's go here, refresh, and here we have the event on click, target is null. Okay. So here what we can do is that we can write event dot prevent default like this. So our default will be prevented, and let's see how it is written. I hope this is how prevent. Yes, prevent default prevents the default browser action, stops the event propagation to React tree. So here you, yeah. So this is how we apply the prevent default code, and and let's go on our page and refresh, and here we can see that we have this. So the form was submitted, so this won't disappear. In some other computers or your computer it might happen, or yeah, so that when you click on click me, this will just come here for a split second and that again disappear. So to stop that information, what we do is that we write this prevent default method in each and every event. Okay, so this was all about our events. So this is what I learned on day 6 of my React journey, and yeah, slowly and steady I'm understanding the concept. Most of the concepts are JavaScript, so this is a framework for JavaScript. So what this means is that it's just a one way to write JavaScript. So mostly you can see that all this is JavaScript, this is an object is the main thing that we have to learn in JavaScript. So yeah, this was all about the events. So and in next video we'll start with the states. So thank you for watching till the end.